I have received this question quite a lot. And last night, I guess I was pondering on it a lot, and I ended up having a dream about it that changed my perception or, built my perception even further. And, the question is everything going to be okay? And it's not, but that's okay. It's all about perception. It's all about the perspective of things, the way you see things. Is your cup half empty or half full? Is your life half empty or half full? Is everything going to be okay? No. And that's fine. Are you okay? No. But that's fine because I will be better. Life will get better. Things will get better. In order for things to get worse, they had to be good at one point. In order for you to rise above the occasion, you must be down at some point. So life is fluctuating. Life is not going to always be good. Life is not going to always be bad, even though it may feel that way sometimes. You know, the highs and the lows, the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. I remember times when I was just, living the life and I'm like, man, life is great. There's no way anything bad can happen. And I'm just happy. And then there was times when I was like, there's no way life is gonna get better. I'm in a rut, and it's just horrible. You feel like there's no way out. You feel like there's no way to heal yourself. You feel like nothing good is just gonna come out of life. But I'm telling you, my friend, that's the balance of life. You have to appreciate the lows so you can enjoy the highs, and vice versa. Because if you don't associate and become familiar with each one of you know, these parts of the scale, you're going to get overwhelmed by each and every one of them. If you live life thinking that everything is sweet, the moment you have a bitter piece of life, a bitter taste of life, it's going to blow you away. And if you think everything is bad, the moment you have something good, when they give it to you, you're not even going to be able to handle it. You're not even going to be able to maintain it. So it's all about understanding the balance and the duality of life. Is everything going to be okay? Absolutely not. And that's what should make you strive to be better. That's what should motivate you to be better. That's just what it is. You have to understand where you are in your life. As I mentioned before, the greatest things in my life have came from me being at my absolute lowest. I have learned the most in my life from being at my absolute lowest. I have lost the most fake friends while being at my absolute lowest. And most people would hear all these things, all the things that I could explain that I lost or gained, and they may not associate with these things. But I'm telling you, if you're losing people that aren't good for you, that's a good thing. I don't care if you had 100 fake friends and you lost them. Okay. You know how much energy you get to maintain? You know how much positivity you get to keep around you now? And then when you find that one good friend, they will be worth all of those people. When you find yourself, it will be worth getting to know 1,000 fake people. It doesn't matter. Life is going to get better. It's going to get worse. It's going to get better. It's going to get worse. It's just going to go up and down like a roller coaster because that's just what it is. There would be no value in life if everything was sweet. And there would be no enjoyment in life if everything was bad. But at the same time, if life was always bad, you wouldn't know good. So it would just seem normal. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're looking for hope, if all the questions I receive, if you're looking for hope, wondering if things do get better, because that's what I usually, look at it as. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. But it starts with you. A lot of people, they knock themselves. I don't look good enough, or my life sucks and it will never get better. My friend, that is absolutely correct. Because that's what you say. That's what you put on yourself. That's what you are speaking into existence. Have you noticed all your thoughts and the things that you speak and really put energy to? Those things all come into existence? Oh man, I will never get a girlfriend, and I will never pass this class, and I will never do this. Until there becomes a shift in there, whether it's in your mind, your body, and your spirit, until there's a shift, until there's a change, you are absolutely correct. If I sit here and say I will never grow on YouTube, I will never grow on YouTube. Can I now watch this? This is the twister because you got so many people who want to find different ways to escape out of this. They're gonna say, oh well, my nose fell off when I was 3 years old. Man, look, that is unfortunate, you know. But there are certain things you can look, bro. I know some people who don't like noses. So you might be all right in this world, right? Some people, I seen somebody comment. He was saying he was a bald dude, And not many girls, his age or our age like bald guys. I know some people who like rubbing on heads. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you need to move around a little bit. Maybe go to China and be one of the monks. They might mess with you. But here's the kicker though. If you can be patient, if you can focus on yourself and grow and befriend people and get what you need here and there, when you get older and everybody's starting to get bald, except for me, because I'm not going bald. Look, bro, if I go bald, I'm getting a transplant. I'm gonna just let y'all know right now. I'm wearing like the best wigs. I'm not going. My head is like a little acorn. It's yeah. But when you wait, when everybody starts becoming bald, you already gonna be bald. Your skin color already gonna be right. Cause you know them people who used to go bald and they needed to get their head tan. You already got that. You know what I'm saying? So life is gonna get better. It really got to catch up with you. You know what I'm saying? But just keep doing what you got to do. But, I'm saying all that to say that it's always a way, to look and change your mind in order to change your life. Because, like I was mentioning earlier, I could sit here and say, oh, I'm never going to blow up on YouTube. And that could very well be true. But that means I have to delete my identity because I'm not getting up, a day in my life and not recording a video, editing something, finding a way to be better. Because that's my identity. That's what helps me grow. Obviously, me posting and doing all these things is what, you know, you have to see me in order for me to grow. It's not like I can just sit here and record a bunch of videos and never upload them and never, grow. But that's all in the process. I used to sit there and think about never blowing up, never growing, never changing my life, and doubting myself and not uploading videos, and that's why it didn't happen. And then when I did upload stuff, I wasn't consistent enough, so that's why it didn't happen. But when you change your identity, when you change your mind, when you see a way out, all you gotta do is keep running to it. But if you sit there and think for any moment that your life sucks and it's not gonna get better and you are cursed and this and this and that, nothing's gonna change for you, my friend. And I understand we are dealt with the worst of the worst cards. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like your situation is easy to fix. Me and my mother was talking about something earlier, and I'm not even gonna mention it because it disgusted me so much. I was skimming around the edge of the story, but she's a teacher and she deals with a lot of students that have troubled backgrounds, and she doesn't know that because management doesn't tell her these things. At her old job, you would almost get a little card for every student, like, hey, this kid has been through this kid has been through this is their background, things like that. So it stresses her out that she don't know what some of these kids are going through, because you have to be careful what you say to people, right? Certain people have triggers, certain people have been through certain things, and you never want to get into that. But this particular girl, when she was at an older school, school years ago, they gave her a card and it said, please call me. It was a counselor from her old school. It said, please call me. This kid has been through hell, right? She called the lady and she said that little girl's story was so traumatic and so crazy that it just broke her down just listening to all the things. And she said the girl would just sit there in class, like just like out of it. And it's like you also have to realize, like I give a lot of my advice to change perspective and help people, but by no means am I telling you I can heal you with words or things like that, because life is not one dimensional. Sometimes you go through things no amount of advice is gonna help you. Because at the end of the day, we are living beings and we can suffer from damage that doesn't go away. If something destroys the chemistry of your brain and body, that's for life. You know what I mean? If somebody tortures you and you're psychologically messed up to the point where any little sound, like, no advice is gonna help you. You know what I mean? So I say that with full knowledge of knowing that everything ain't sunshines and rainbows, but all I can do is provide you with insight on what I've done to help me go through the things I've gone through. I don't think by a long shot I have a horrible life or that I've been through more than most people. I've been in some experiences and I've been around things, but I've heard of and seen a lot of people go through way worse things than me. So I just do my best to try to help with perspective, because I do know that perspective changes a lot. Yo, what's up? Recording a video, you alright? I'm recording a video, you alright? What you need? But yeah, man, you just gotta always think about things in the best possible light. You'll be fine. So I hope my rambling, my scattered storytelling, my a million sided answers, I hope it provides you with enough light to illuminate your world. You know what I mean? But that's just the way I think about things. This is how I give, you know, advice to my family. It's just a bunch of little thoughts and a bunch of different perspectives that go into, you know, on response. And usually, somewhere in those crazy, a million sided stories, you find a piece to hold on to and it resonates with you. Because I never want to take anyone's time and not leave them with something. So, unless it's something that's like I can just pinpoint and make you understand, I'm gonna always go around the world. Because that's what I do for people I love. So, I appreciate y'all. You'll be fine. I love you. Take care of yourself. But remember, it starts with you. If you don't believe, it won't work. But you ain't got to worry about that because you believe, and I believe, and you believe, and y'all believe. So it will work.